My friends, so today I want to talk to you about why your marriage is failing. If it's not failing, good for you. But I know a lot of men out there watching this, your marriage is failing. Okay, we all know 50% of marriages end in divorce. Why is that? So if you're watching this, I'm going to assume that you have experienced some level of success in some area of your life, and one of the four, what I call the four core areas of life, right? So if you're watching my videos, we're going to talk about this a lot. So there's your body, there's your balance, this is your relationships, there's your being, and there's your business. Body, being, balance, business, however, which way you want to do it. Doesn't matter which order. But there's your body, there's your being, it's your relationship with God, your spiritual connection, your balance. This is relationship with your wife, your partner, your family, your posterity, and then there's your business. So I'm going to assume that you've had success in one of these core areas of life. Maybe you're incredibly fit. Maybe you've crushed it in the business world. Maybe you have a great family. Maybe you have a great marriage. This video may not be for you, but you can apply what I'm going to show with you in this video in other areas of your life. But men typically, a lot of men will be great in one area of life, maybe two, but rarely do I see men master the art of what we call having it all, which is the warrior's way of having connected, flourishing, dynamic, results in all of these areas of your life: body, being, balance, business. So where am I going with this? So I was crushing it in business for a long time. I'll show you. There's my Inc. 5000 award. Okay, so when my company hit Inc. 5000, guess what I was doing? I was incredibly focused on my business. Now, why? How are we going to tie this back? We're going to tie this back to your marriage, your relationship, because so many men I see are struggling. Your marriage is in a terrible place for whatever reason. We're not going to get into that. I'm just going to show you some things that you can do to fix it and fix it right away. So when you're having success, when you're having success in business or in any area of life, what that really comes down to is focus, right? You have focus on what it is that you want, like clarity on what it is that you want, where you're going, and what you're going to do to get that. That's how you create success in business, right? You've got clear established goals, you've got KPIs, and you're showing up every day and you're in production. You're doing what you know that you need to do that's going to create the result that you want to create. But most men I see, they don't have that plan for their marriage and for their relationships, right? So most marriages start out maybe okay, and then they just plateau and they go flat, and eventually they'll go down. See this happen over and over and over again. So what I want to do is give you a way to fix some things. Now, you may be saying, well, let me just get into it. So number one, when you are creating results in your body, for example, you're probably hitting the gym every day, right? So number one, what you have to do to begin to fix things, I don't care where you're at, I don't care if there's affairs, there's cheating, there's all that kind of stuff, take notes, do this, it will work. I'm gonna erase this, I'm gonna write a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. So daily, this is something you have to do daily. Don't worry, it's not hard, but there has to be connection. There needs to be a daily connection. This could be a text, this could be a hug, this could be a kind word, this could be an act of kindness, read the love languages, figure out what your wife's love language is, and just kind of do something daily to keep that chemistry going and to nurture the relationship. Okay, I don't care what it is, whatever it is, just make some daily positive connection, some act of kindness, some act of love, okay? Daily. Number two, weekly. So weekly, my wife and I years ago, we've been on the brink of a divorce more times than I'd like to admit, but we determined we're gonna have a date night every single week, okay? We're going to get out, we're going to get away from the kids, from the house, the family, all that kind of stuff, and we're going to have date night. We're going to talk, we're going to hang out, whatever we want to do. We do that. Now, we've also incorporated prayer time. This is something that wasn't a thing for me, right? That was my wife. Like, she really, like, honestly, for years wanted me to just like pray with her, and I would on occasion, but not consistently. She's made this a big deal. So if God is a big part of your life and in your marriage, which I encourage you to put that in there, then you might want to consider adding prayer to what it is that you guys do, to get that connection and strengthen your marriage. And this applies to whether you're strengthening your marriage or if you're dealing with past hurts and past things that have happened. All of these things apply as well. Maybe your date night and your daily connection is like working through some issues, some past hurts, some things that you haven't done well in the past. Maybe there was infidelity on her side or your side or both sides. Who knows? All these things are meant to not only improve, but also restore things. So let's look at a monthly basis. So monthly, what is something else that you could do? So monthly, let me toss something out here for you to consider, is counseling. So depending on where you're at in your relationship, I assume like a lot of you watching this are not at a good place, you probably wouldn't have clicked on it. So counseling, right? Counseling is so beneficial, for you, for her, for both of you, for your marriage. So setting aside that time, you may have some, like most marriages are going to have some, you're going to have little issues, you're going to have big issues. Everybody has them. I don't care who you are. So that time, setting aside that time for monthly counseling, where you can say, you know what, let's just shelf that. We're going to talk about that with our counselor. And it's kind of that safe space, give you times to focus on not only big problems that you may have, but also there's big opportunities. There may be things that you want to do, maybe things that you want to create, there may be things that you want to explore, in the world of business and other areas, and you need your partner on your side. So having that third party, and not just a third party, it's just that dedicated time to focus on it, right? Whether it's with a in-person counselor, it could be someone at your church, they have counseling things online that you can do very easily, cost effectively, that nowadays this can be incredibly beneficial. I remember I was on the brink of divorce. My wife, thank God, this is many, many years ago, and she told me, like, I was like, this is it, it's done. And she's like, I want you to go to this counselor with me. And I'm like, I was a hard no. I was like, why? What's the point? I don't want to spend the time. I don't want to spend the money. We're done here, and that was it. And so I started thinking about my kids. And I'm like, all right, you know what? If I don't do it, I've got to look my kids in the eye and just say I didn't give it everything that I could, every little chance. I went to this counselor, and I'm not going to say he saved our marriage. My wife and I saved our marriage. But man, he was a big part in it all. Just asking the right questions and just creating that environment for me to really begin to consider some things and thoughts and some poor wiring that I had in my mind, right? And so strongly consider some type of like monthly counseling. It's a time to work. If those of you who are in business, you read Traction, there's the issues list. Fix that issues list, man. Like these little things can become big things, and big things will not take you out of the game. So look at monthly counseling. And lastly is quarterly. Okay, get away. This is just like fun, relaxed, whatever. It's just get away. Doesn't have to be for a week. It could be a night trip. It could be a weekend trip. Like go to the beach, grab a hotel, or go camping. Whatever it is you like to do. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money, but find some time where you guys can get away. You can connect and bond. This is not with family, right? This is like with you and your wife, getting away, connecting, and just working on your relationship. Talking about what you've been through, where you're at, where you want to go, right? And just kind of just learning how to disconnect so that you can connect further. So once again, guys, if you're in a bad place in your marriage, trust me, we've all been there. Like don't beat yourself up. Look at where you're at and figure out where it is you want to go. And where you want to go is to have a healthy, thriving, just incredible marriage, daily connection, weekly, date night, possibly prayer, monthly, counseling. That's focus session on your issues of where you're at, where you want to go. And then quarterly, get away, go have fun, relax, take a vacation, do whatever, but just connect. So if you apply these things, will completely transform your marriage. Guess what you can do as well? You can apply these things with your children. You know, you can connect with your kids daily. You can do something, have some fun with your kids once a week, like set aside some focus time to go to dinner, movie, you know, play some games, whatever it is, go to the park. My kids love the park, right? Monthly, just a family sit down and talk session. Do that. Quarterly, go do something fun with your kids. Go take them camping for a night or 2 nights, whatever. These things work, my friends. So I hope y'all got a lot from it. If so, please hit me up, put some likes, hit the subscribe button, and we'll be coming at you with more lessons on just how to radically improve your life in all areas of life and business.